आज हमारे साथ अमन जी मौजूद हैं। तो उनकी खास बात ये है कि अपने क्लास से आगे बढ़कर उनकी क्वेश्चन आंसर याद करने की जो मेमोरी है वो बहुत साफ़ हो गई है हमारे साथ इंग्लिश सीख के। तो वही हम यहाँ दिखाना चाहते हैं आज कि किस तरह से अमन जो है क्वेश्चन आंसर डील करते हैं। 100 से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आंसर्स को किस स्पीड के साथ बताते हैं। इतने सारे हैं कि बिना देखे मेरे लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है कि मैं इसको बोलूँ। So today we are going to present Mr. Aman in front of you and you all watch him and enjoy him. We are hoping that. तो अगर आप में से भी कोई बात कर सकता है तो थोड़ा आके इसको इंटरेस्टिंग बना सकता है। तो आप लोग भी आएँ, इसको थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग बनाएं हमारे साथ शामिल होके। तो थैंक यू सो मच। So we are going to start. First of all, Aman is going to introduce himself. So listen to him and enjoy. Okay. Are you ready? Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Aman. I study in 8th class in SPVC block Janakpuri number 2. I can speak English fluently. All the school-going students must learn English because without the knowledge of English, we have to face many difficulties. We have to memorize the question answers and we can't speak English. Thank you.
So now he is going to speak about question answers. And as I told you, his speed is so fluent. He is very fluent and he can deal with question answers very fluently. So he is going to speak answers one by one. It could be more than 100 questions. So ये बहुत मुश्किल है एक आम बच्चे के लिए कि इस तरह से वो डील करे, लेकिन अमन ने वो करके दिखाया है। और आज हमारे पास 3-4 बच्चे हैं, वो अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करेंगे जो अवेलेबल थे यहाँ पे आए हैं। So your first question is what were the things the child saw on his way to the fair? Why did he lag behind?
On his way to the fair, the child saw toys, balloons of different colors, garland, a gold mover, a swing, and a snake charmer playing a flute. He got attracted towards all the things, so he lagged behind.
In the fair, he wanted many things. What were they? Why did he move on without waiting for an answer?
The child wanted many things in the fair. He wanted to have toys, different sweets, garland, balloons of different colors, and had a keen desire to enjoy the roundabout. He moved on without waiting for an answer because whenever he stopped to see things, his parents gave him a cautionary call, "Come, child, come."
Why did the lost child lose interest in the things that he had wanted earlier?
The lost child lost interest in the thing that he had wanted earlier because he had got lost in the fair. He was panic-stricken for being lost. Now he first wanted his parents. He was afraid and felt unsafe.
What do you think happened in the end? Did the child find his parents?
Yes, I felt the child found his parents at last. The kind-hearted person must have tried his best to find his parents. On the other hand, the parents of the child must have left no stone unturned to find their child.
How did the child react when there was no sign of his parents?
The child was very innocent. He got confused and panic-stricken on not seeing his parents. He felt lonely without his parents.
Where did the child go with his parents? What did he want there?
The child went to a fair with his parents. He wanted balloons and sweets over there. He also wanted to see the snake and take a ride on swing.
Why did the lost child refuse to take his favorite things in the fair after losing his parents?
The lost child refused to take his favorite things in the fair after he lost his parents as he missed them and wanted to meet them only.
How did the mother distract the child's mind from the toy seller?
The mother distracted the child's mind from the toy seller by pointing towards the flowering mustard fields. He saw colorful dragonflies and started running after them.
Hello. Why didn't the boy wait for an answer after he had pleaded for sweets?
The boy didn't wait for an answer after he had pleaded for sweets because he knew that his parents would say that he was greedy and would refuse to buy him sweets.
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है कि जो ये क्वेश्चन आंसर बोल रहे हैं ये इनकी क्लास से भी ऊपर का है और इसीलिए हम इनको लेके आए हैं। हमको ऐसा लगा कि हमें इन्हें लेके जाना चाहिए बाहर। Toto was not good enough to be kept at home. Do you agree to this statement? Why? Why not?
Yes, Toto was not good enough to be kept at home because he was up to some kind of mischief all the time.
What did the author find in a junk shop?
The author found a roll top desk in a junk shop.
How did Toto come to grandfather's private zoo?
Grandfather was an animal lover and took pity on Toto as it was kept to the breathing through. Toto looked out of place. Grandfather decided to bring it to his private zoo as he was much impressed by Toto.
Toto was a pretty monkey. In what sense he was pretty?
Toto had bright eyes sparkling with mischief, pearly white teeth, quick and wicked fingers, and a gracious tail which served as a third hand. The smile of Toto was cute and pretend elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. Altogether, all these qualities made him pretty.
Why did grandfather take Toto Saharanpur, and how? Why did the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog?
Toto was a mischievous monkey. He kept disturbing all other animals in grandfather's favorite zoo. It seemed grandfather could manage him properly, so he took Toto to Saharanpur in a bag. The ticket collector called Toto the dog, as the monkey did not qualify the category of human beings.
How did Toto become a problem to grandfather while going to Saharanpur?
When grandfather was producing his ticket, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag. He gave the ticket collector a wide gaze. The ticket collector insisted that the grandfather must buy the ticket for the pet, and proved to be a big problem for grandfather.
Where was Toto kept immediately after grandfather got him, and why?
Toto was kept in the closet. He was tied securely to a peg. His presence was to be kept a secret from writer's grandmother as she adored animals.
Who was Nana? How did Toto tease Nana?
Nana was the family donkey. Toto was kept in the stable with Nana, where Toto used to tease Nana by first bending onto her long ears with his little sharp teeth. And even Nana got fed up with Toto.
Why did the grandfather give him away Toto the monkey?
Toto was mischievous monkey and troubled everyone. The other pets were not happy with him. He tore clothes, curtains and wallpapers. So grandfather decided to give Toto.
What did you find in a secret drawer? What do you think? Who had put it in there?
He found a letter in a secret drawer. I thought the letter put in there the owner of roll top desk.
इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं और अपनी क्लास से ऊपर के कि एक नॉर्मल बच्चे के लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है इतना सारा लर्न करना और उसको प्रेजेंट करना. Who had written the letter to whom and when?
Jim McPherson had written the letter to his wife Kenny on 26 December 1946.
Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened?
The British and German army on the border had made Merry Christmas together, keeping aside the war for a spirit of festivity.
What jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson have when they were not soldiers?
When they were not soldiers, Hans Wolf played with Selwyn Orchestra and Jim McPherson was a teacher.
Had Hans Wolf ever been to desert? Why did he say he knew it?
Hans Wolf never been to desert, but he knew everything about it from reading books, and he had learned all about it from school and it from reading books in English. His favorite writer was Thomas Hardy, whose novels he must have learned a lot of about England.
What jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson have when they were okay? Do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war? How do you know this?
No, I don't think Jim McPherson came back from the war because the author discovered his old wife and she mistaken to be him, her returned husband.
Why did the author go to Bridport?
The author went to Bradford to meet Mrs. Jim to give the letter of Jim McPherson.
How old was McPherson now? Where was she?
Mrs. McPherson was 101 years now. She was in nursing home.
Who did Kenny McPherson think her visitor was?
Kenny McPherson thought her visitor was her husband Jim.
Why did the Tilly's family came to Thailand?
Tilly's family came to Thailand to celebrate Christmas.
तो ये अमन ने बोला है क्वेश्चन आंसर सबसे ज़्यादा अपने से बड़ी क्लास की कि क्वेश्चन आंसर्स को ये खास बात है अमन.
Famous personality Hitler. The Hitler was born in Austria in 1889 and he spent his youth in poverty. He enrolled for army in First World War and he acted as a messenger in the First World War. In the First World War, he also earned many bravery medals. But actually, he was horrified at the end of the First World War because the Germany was defeated at that time and he was fighting from Germany. Yeah, he was a supporter of Germany. So he joined a small group called German Workers' Party, and then he subsequently took over the organization and renamed it National German Workers' Party, and then this party came to be known as Nazi Party. The game was started from the First World War, so I'm going to speak about the First World War first. So the First First World War, there were two powers: Central Power, Allied Powers. Central Power consists of Germany, Austria, Turkey, and the Allied Powers consist of France, England, or France, England, USA, and Russia. Yeah, these countries were there in Allied Powers. They both were fighting with each other, and they in the last when the First World War was over, so Germany was defeated because of the entry of USA in 1970. And initially, the Germany made some initially gains by occupying Belgium and France. Yeah, but at the end, Germany was defeated because of America. So the Emperor of the Germany abdicated its throne, and this gave rise to other parties to recast its German policies again. And there was a National Assembly who met at Weimar. They established a democratic constitution, and they wanted to establish republic government in Germany, and they did. But the people of the Germany was not accepting that government because of few reasons. Like there was a Versailles Treaty, and according to that Versailles Treaty, Germany had lost its overseas colony to be accepted. So most of the German people held Weimar Republic responsible for all these things. So what happened after that? The Germany printed paper currencies recklessly, which created a situation there which is known as hyperinflation. Actually, the economy of the Germany was in crisis because it, after losing these things, it had to pay compensation amounting to 6 billion euros, which was very huge amount for Germany to be paid. So after that, there was a situation created in Germany, hyperinflation. According to this situation, what happens? In this situation, the prices of the goods rise phenomenally, and it is very difficult for the people to live in this situation. So America tried to help the Germany, and by introducing Dawn's plan, America helped Germany. And according to this Dawn's plan, America was supposed to pay short-term loans to Germany, and it did for 4 years. After 4 years, the stock market crashed. Because of stock market crashed, the economic crisis was there whole over world. Like America was also in crisis after Wall Street exchange crashed. So America was not able to help Germany. Then after that, the Hitler took the advantages of this situation, and what he did in that situation, he just rallied, and he was known for his speeches. So he gave speeches to mass, to public, and then he became a messiah for people of Germany, because people of Germany was in crisis. So after becoming a messiah, and in 1932, his party, Nazi party, became the largest party of the country, and he, with 37% of votes, he became the Chancellor of the Germany. And then after becoming the Chancellor of the Germany, he wanted to do many things. Like he introduced a act, enabling act. According to that enabling act, Hitler could do anything he wanted at that time. So what he did, like he wanted to take the resources. He wanted to take all the resources which were annexed by the other countries. So he wanted to take all the resources from other countries also. Yeah. So he started this experiment by war. He wanted to take all the territories by war. Yeah, so he started it in 1939, which was the start of the Second World War. Because of the Hitler, Second World War started, and after this, what happened? He attacked on Poland, and from Poland, the First World War started, and then there were two powers. Again, Axis power, Allied powers. In Allied powers, there were countries I have already told you, and in Axis power, there were Germany, Japan, and Italy. So what happened during the Second World War? The genocide was happening in Germany. Genocide was happening Hitler thought that Nordic German Aryans were the purest race, and he thought that other races and Jews and crippled people didn't have the right to live. So what happened? He put them into gas chamber. He put them into concentration camps, and he killed them all. And he wanted to create a society full of Nordic German Aryans. So at the last, what happened? The Germany was defeated in the war, and Hitler and his supporters, they all together united in a chamber, and they committed a suicide in a bunker. At the last, Hitler was defeated, and Hitler died itself. Thank you for listening me.
हेलो, मेरा नाम सुनीता है। मैं सर्वोदय कन्याविद्यालय में 12th क्लास में पढ़ती हूँ। मुझे ऐसा ही कैन स्पीक इंस्टीट्यूट ज्वाइन करके बहुत बेनिफिट हुआ है। जैसे पहले मैं रट्टा लगा के क्वेश्चन आंसर याद करती थी, अब मुझे इजीली क्वेश्चन आंसर लर्न हो जाते हैं। पहले मेरे अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आते थे क्योंकि मैं सारा रट्टा लगाती थी। अब मेरे इंग्लिश में काफ़ी मार्क्स इम्प्रूव हुए हैं। अब मैं अपनी क्लास टीचरों से, कोई भी टीचर से मैं कम्युनिकेट कर सकती हूँ। आप सभी का थैंक्स मुझे सुनने के लिए। एक रिक्वेस्ट है आप सभी से कि आप अपने बच्चों के अच्छे भविष्य के लिए उन्हें इंग्लिश जरूर सिखाएं। धन्यवाद। Now I am going to tell a story of Mother's Day. It is a famous play written by J.B. Priestley. There are 5 characters in this chapter. First one is Mrs. Annie Pearson. Second one is Mrs. Doris Pearson. Third one is George Pearson. And fourth one is Cyril Pearson. And last fifth one is Mrs. Fitzgerald. This is the story of Mother's Day. This story starts from Mother. Mother is the most neglected member in a family. She cares for everyone, but nobody cares for her. The neglected mother in the play is Mrs. Annie Pearson. She is a weak, older, heavier. She is a pleasant, worried-looking, and pleasant and submissive lady. She is not being respected by any of her family members, so she wants to protest, but she lacks courage to do. One day, she shares her grief with a friend, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is an older, heavy, strong, and sinister personality. Mrs. Fitzgerald is a fortune teller. She knows magic. One day, she exchanges a shawl with the former by a magic spell. She decides to reform Pearson's family member one by one. First of all, Doris, the daughter of Mrs. Annie Pearson, returns from her office. She is beautiful but spoiled. She is shocked when she finds her mother smoking and drinking. She is also surprised to hear the words. She asks her mother if she has ironed her yellow dress. But her mother, actually Mrs. Annie Pearson, Mrs. Fitzgerald tells her to do her work on her side. She also remarks her friend Charlie Spence, half-witted, buck-toothed and half-mad. The girl starts crying on seeing the bad behavior of her mother. And after a few times, the Mrs. Pearson's son, Cyril comes. He gets angry to find that his mother has not prepared tea. He is also surprised to hear the words spoken by his mother that he works on fixed hours, but there are no such fixed hours for his mother. George, the husband of Mrs. Annie Pearson, also received a similar treatment. When he rebukes his wife, he is rebuked seriously. They all want to protest against her behavior, but they are rebuked seriously. Just then, Mrs. Annie Pearson, actually Mrs. Fitzgerald, arrives, but George doesn't want any neighbor to be present in his house because there is already a big problem in his family. He is being rebuked and wants to be slapped by Mrs. Annie Pearson. The actual Mrs. Annie Pearson feels so sad to find that his family member is being treated badly. So she requests Mrs. Annie Pearson, actually Mrs. Fitzgerald, to break the magic spell. Both of them come back into their real bodies. In this way, the spoiled family member of Mrs. Annie Pearson are reformed. They learn the lesson of respecting her feelings. In the end, the mother, the children and the husband smiled with each other with relief and decided to have dinner.
और मैं गवर्नमेंट बॉयज सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल नंबर 1 सी ब्लॉक जनकपुर में 12th क्लास में पढ़ता हूँ। मुझे ये सेकेंड स्पीक इंग्लिश इंस्टीट्यूट से इंग्लिश सीखकर एक बहुत बड़ा बेनिफिट हुआ है कि अब मैं क्वेश्चन आंसर रट्टा लाकर याद नहीं करता। मेरे इंग्लिश में काफ़ी अच्छे मार्क्स आते हैं और अब मैं अपने किसी भी टीचर या किसी भी फ्रेंड से कभी भी इंग्लिश में बात कर सकता हूँ और बहुत फ्रेंडली के साथ बात कर सकता हूँ। जब मैंने ये सेकेंड स्पीक इंग्लिश इंस्टीट्यूट को ज्वाइन नहीं किया था तब मेरे इंग्लिश में अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आते थे, बट जब से मैंने ये सेकेंड स्पीक इंग्लिश इंस्टीट्यूट को ज्वाइन किया है तब मेरे इंग्लिश में काफ़ी ज़्यादा मार्क्स इंप्रूव हुए हैं। आप सभी से एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप भी अपने बच्चों के बेहतर भविष्य के लिए उन्हें इंग्लिश ज़रूर सिखाएं। थैंक यू। सो टुडे आई एम हियर टू रिप्रेजेंट यू द स्टोरी ऑफ मिस्टर एल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन। सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। This is the story of Albert Einstein, who is regarded as the greatest physician after Newton. He was born in 1879. This story is written by a well-known biographer, Patrick Pringle. There are 7 characters in this story. First of all, Albert Einstein. Second one is Albert Einstein's friend Yuri. Third one is Albert Einstein's cousin Elsa. Fourth one is his history teacher, his mathematics teacher, and the last Dr. Einstein. So the story starts from a question: in what year Einstein asked the history teacher, did the Prussians defeat the French at Waterloo? Albert replied honestly that he didn't know, and he also told him that he didn't see any point in learning dates or facts. He didn't believe learning dates or facts is education. He believed the ideas are more important than facts. After listening this, his history teacher Mr. Brown became angry and gave Albert a punishment. He asked him to stay in the class for an extra period. After school, when he was going back to his lodgings with his friend Yuri, he told all that happened in the school today to Yuri. The next day when Elsa came to Munich, normally she lived in Berlin where her father had a business. He told all about his school to Elsa. He also told her about that he couldn't pass the diploma exam. After listening this, Elsa encouraged him by saying that she knew much more stupid students than he was who got through. The next day when Albert met Yuri, he asked him to find a doctor for him, who was a specialist in nerves. After some days, Yuri found a doctor for him. He found Dr. Einstein, and he went to make an appointment for Albert Einstein. He also told Albert's problem. He made an appointment for Albert. The next day when Albert went to Mr. Dr. Einstein, and he also made a certificate of nerves breakdown. The next day when Albert went to his school, he went to his mathematics teacher Mr. Coach, and he asked him to make a certificate in maths. Before he could go to the head teacher, he was summoned by the head teacher, and the head teacher asked him to leave out the school. He also told him that his presence in the classroom made impossible other pupils to learn, and he also protested against the education system. Albert also wanted to leave out the school, and when he listened this, he became so happy and left the school that day. Before leaving the Munich city, he met his best friend Yuri, and Yuri told him the best of luck. तो आप सभी से एक चैलेंज है कि अगर आप लोग सोच रहे हैं कि मैं यहाँ ये सब जो मैंने बोला वो सब रट्टा ला के बोला या किसी भी कैसे बोला, तो आप सभी की चैलेंज है कि आप भी यहाँ आए और हमसे बात करें। हम जितने स्टूडेंट्स हैं चारों, हमने बहुत मेहनत की इस वीडियो को प्रिपेयर करने के लिए। अगर आपको लगता है कि हमने किसी भी तरह से रट्टा मारा है, कुछ भी करा, आप आए प्लीज़ हमारे साथ बात करें। थैंक यू।